Another day, another Genshin Impact. What's up, everybody? My name is Crytek Embalm. Welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. I might have to start dedicating to preparing these things a tad sooner, because I swear it feels like it takes a lot for me to get these going a lot of the time, which is my bad, but yeah. It's probably a bit laggy today. I do gotta profess something I shouldn't have done off stream, but just before Linnea's banner ended, I did do a little bit of this stuff, so I did like this yesterday's, expansions of whatever of the event stuff. So I'm a little bit further in this as well, because I got the second one out of here as well. I got the 600. But at least we could do day 3 of this event, which ends up having the next step of the event stuff. I did manage to avoid one of them though. I think I avoided the combat event one, so the one from Beto's booth. So at the very least, for fire support assault, I got 2 of them. But for this, I did the last one, which actually was kind of fun. I was thinking about replaying it just for the streams to show it off. It was actually pretty fun. But this one, I've gotten more used to it. I feel kind of bad not doing it on stream, but at the same time, I don't care that much, do I? I mean, I really like this screen. I wish I could just, press this button and be able to take a screenshot, but I can't do that. I wonder if I have to actually change the format of the screen, because this is like, not full screen. If it was full screen, maybe I'd be able to take that screenshots. I can for Steam. At least I changed the key ones so that I don't accidentally keep making screenshots for Steam when I go on there, because I've noticed I do that a lot. Anyways, I did that a lot. Anyways, the second half of the patch is here. So, we got this stuff, So, we're gonna do this real quick. I have no polls again, but I'm saving everything at this point. And then before Llama's banner ends, maybe I'll pull on it, I guess. We're at 40 something pity. I have to go check. So, I'll do that later. I'll do Llama first. And while we're waiting on here, I can go check how the mic sound, because I had to prepare this before starting the stream. Like I do every time. Oops, I did not notice that. That sounds good, but I didn't realize I pushed this too much to the side, and I didn't realize there was a white line there. Let me do something about that. I moved it too much to the left. Too much to the left. Oh, come back. And here. Here. There we go. Okay. I don't know what the heck she does, bro.
Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge. Out of my way!
For the everlasting forest. Receive my blessing.
Use the force off.
No, my sword. Witness the power.
Let's play her a little. The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah. Committed. Oh, not all this. Our bond is.
Lush as the moonlight.
Cool. They got out to replay the child stage part, but I have to do it for every new character that appears at the very least, so. I don't know why they won't bother to do it for the older characters, but I'll leave it alone. I just think it's weird. They only started doing this in Natlan. But Natlan still had the special treatment for their stages, which again is very interesting. They didn't bother to do it for like Fontaine, but I guess they don't want to do that. How was everybody's day today? My day's okay. I had kind of hectic day yesterday. That could definitely be a story I could talk about, but I don't really feel like talking about it. Either way, been a while since I started my next exam, and I still haven't started doing that yet. What the? How did that happen? Okay, well that's cool. I'm gonna get shoved out to go back through a loading screen again, I guess. Anyways, guys, like to see what story stuff we end up doing today. I wonder what thumbnail I end up having to prepare for the next one. I don't know. But the thumbnail I ended up making for this stream, I felt like I had to do it. I could not do it. Excited for the stream tomorrow. I'll end up streaming that around the same time tomorrow. So I have more time in the evening. Even though I could actually start it later, but I'm probably not going to do that. Anyways. Now, get me the in there. Thank you. Get me the in there. Should have resin I can do. Pretty sure. Yeah, I won't be able to do part 3 for the Story Quest event till Saturday, just because Friday is going to be preoccupied splitting off that other stream, just so I can have something for another day, pretty much.
Forest, protect us. By the frost, my no more lies. It all falls into place. Time to go clean. Can't hide the truth. With one heart, we pray. Lead.
It's something I didn't want Nefer because when I first went into Not Cry, she was the character I wanted to pull the most when I saw her announcement. But then when I saw her gameplay, I was like, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Unfortunately. So, kind of sad about that. I really wanted to play her, but like, her team is just, it's the worst of the 3 lunar carries. Like, the way she gets counted is much worse just because of her element being Denjo and being a hyper carry. If Lalma was more like a sub DPS and wasn't Denjo to enable her, then I wonder what type of team it would have been, but if she was more of a sub DPS, then, you know, like how Nif is for Flynn's, then it probably would have been better. Just because she can't really brute force everything on her own. Just like how a lot of the other lunar carries rely on their supports and whatnot. But before I get into that, the most important part is the fact that despite them relying on said character, it's more of a problem for the fact that the character's element is countered pretty easily. And it's much worse for Nefer because of the enemy lineup that she has, because she can only rely on Hydro. But, yeah, I don't have pulls. But, this is going to be the time to do it. And, oh, yeah, this is here as well. Yeah, I would have wanted to get this too, but that's not happening now. I still can't pawn that, but I have to wait till next patch. Let's see what my petit looks like. I haven't checked it in a while. Why am I yawning so much? I'm not even tired. Anyways. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 44. 44. 44 pity. Thought it was 45. Okay. 44 pity is where I ended up at. I ended up getting an extra force. I don't remember if I got anything particularly amazing. I think it was a Fav Codex, wasn't it? I think that was what I got from that. Yeah. It was on all that Fav Codex. Which, gladly take that. I think my resident cat, isn't it? Yes, sir. I'm lagging a lot more than I usually do today. But, how did this sound?
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Here is my reward. Not too bad. Not too bad. It's just a shame that this mic keeps like moving a lot, so it's just like scratching at my face, but that's beside the point. Ugh. Sounds good. Could get another single today. I could do that. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Oh, time to go farm this, because the only set I want to farm for the rest of this patch before we end up with a new artifact domain to farm, because we're getting pretty much close to, well, not close, we're basically about second half through the point O. I guess I don't want to call it regional release cycle, but the Nocry patch cycle is like more than halfway done now. By next patch, all we have is like 2 more patches left, so the fact that we got exploration for Dormant Port is nice. Yeah, still like waiting for that last expansion of Nocry, because it's only gonna be 1 more. But yeah. I'll use all my resin today just because the next stream for Genshin is not gonna be till Saturday. Oh, well, Friday actually, but I gotta remember. Alright, is she gonna max out today, or is it gonna be Friday stream? I think she's gonna max out during the Imagining Theater stream, actually. Pretty sure she's close to max friendship. It's a shame I'm not gonna be able to pull on the next patch banners, because I know one of the characters is gonna be a 4-star next patch, and usually I try to get like C0 to the 4-star just so I can have an excuse to have someone to raise for friendship. Next patch might end up just not happening like that. I wonder how boring next patch is possibly going to be, though. Because this patch felt pretty fun in the beginning, and then, of course, the rest of the patch feels like a lot of nothing has happened. But, you know. At least Circus happened, I forgot about it.
Observe. To dust.
probably should have used Yehoda. I keep forgetting I gotta do that. Alright. Oh, damn, press it, but that's fine. Still need a better. Oh. Do I roll this? I don't know if I want that. I probably should try it.
Be silent. Fear the dark. Close your eyes.
I wish that was on the other set, then maybe I'd have an excuse to try it. On this side, I'd be like, oh, I could give this to Eloy. No, Eloy wants him, so can't really use it on him. After this next one, I'll go back and use the rest of the condense.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Duck. Observe.
I'm not getting anything. I have a feeling I'm not gonna get jack shite at this rate. I would straw bots if I just end up getting nothing, but I don't know if I feel like doing that. Next stream will be Imagine Theater with Pyro Hydro and Dendro, which is a Virgin rerun, but again, this next video gonna be the first one on my PC. But I'm still happy to see how this game is running decently well on it. It just sucks that when it comes to projecting this in a live stream, the quality of the stream itself I know looks worse. I know for a fact I've looked at it. I can even look at it right now while streaming. It is worse. And if I increase the quality, my PC will probably run worse, which is great. I tried to mess with settings to see if I can, not have that affect the PC too much, but the way I have to stream and record is going to put a strain on this PC no matter what I do, because it's not good enough to be able to run what I would have hoped would have been hardware encoding settings, but I can't do that. I have to do software, and software encoding puts a lot of strain on my computer. It's less of a problem in Blue Archive, much less even. It's actually kind of crazy. But every other game, it seems like it's some kind of issue that comes up, which I find very interesting. Genshin eventually finds a way to run better over time. I heard that the devs are going to probably try to improve the quality of the game for people on low-end devices. They said something about that in the special, live stream for SNES 9's release. The behind the scenes stream.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Be silent. Observe.
Observe. Nothing. Ew. I'm not getting anything. Ah. I was gonna say something, but I realized I should probably say that for tomorrow's stream. Actually,
Defensive mode is
You're my target.
Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
what the? Hmm. This has potential to be Eon Son off piece. I might have to try that.
Max and grab.
You use it.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Be silent.
Did she max out today? I think she did. I heard the sound go off. Yeah, I 100% heard the sound go off. Well, this stream will definitely be a long one today. I'm gonna go back. Pretty sure I just heard the sound go off for the final level up. I thought I would max her out like tomorrow, off stream, but I guess I misunderstood because of course I didn't turn in the daily commission awards and all that jazz. Yep, she maxed out. Yes, my last character on my account currently that I can max out friendships. Now I'm back to having everyone max out on friendship. It's been a while reaching this point. Because usually I would already have pulled another new 5-star. There's a good chance that during the second half I can get Llama, so that may change. It's very possible. If I don't get her, I'm probably going to end up saving a lot, so I'm not going to end up pulling the next patch banners, even for a 4-star, because then I'm risking a 5-star. Come on, I guarantee. So, You know, I said in the past I was going to go for Llama on a rerun, because I wanted to do that event, what was it in? I think it was a Traveler Tale, yeah? Yeah, Traveler Tale. That, I need to actually do something about, but never bothered. What tier should I do? It still clears the domain the fastest, so I don't know. But I don't really. I definitely did not mean to do that. Should I just play whoever? No. Hmm. You know, I might actually bring back Navia. I wish I could do that too, but that too probably not going to do very well. Might do the other Navia variant, or is it not tied to this team? Never mind. I guess, I still don't know if I want to do it. A part of me does, though, because I feel like playing something else right now. No other team would feel good in this domain if it's not like with a team like this. I would do Survive, but I don't really feel like playing her right now. I do, in fact, feel like playing this character right now. I do kind of miss playing Versa. Kind of want to do Navi for a little bit. Hmm. I haven't revisited this too since I got I know C6 because I don't know how it's going to do. I do know one thing though. Hmm. This was before I got a better set first, so now I actually have to change her build, don't I? I've been tempted to craft a feather, but I need to wait for Imagine Theater that's coming up in like 2 more days. Imagine Theater reset, I'll craft a goblet for Zabaya, because this will be my only chance to craft her anything. Any other time after that, I'm probably not going to consider it. I forgot the off piece with a circlet. uh, that's a miscalculation. So should I even bother doing this? Ah. Oh, she had that one. I don't know if I can do better than that. I already have a piece like that, then what's the point of rolling another one? I mean, I guess it is 5 piece. Or 4 line start, yeah. I guess I'll still try it. What? Is my eyes deceiving me? Is that almost 18% crit rates? Do I swell a 20 crit rate piece here? I've never gotten 4 line crit rate. Or I've never gotten 5 rolls on a single crit ever on my account. I'm worried it's just gonna go into some other stat at the very end. I'm kinda hoping it doesn't, just because I've been in this position so many times now. But on a piece like this is gonna make me mauled, bruh. Okay. If I can get like a max roll, or even like almost a max roll, like a high roll, like 3.1, the piece is able to reach. Actually, no matter what, I think I could reach 20% crit rate if it goes into crit rate. It would have to like low roll, really low actually. But will I get that? The last roll could just go into flat defense and say, fuck me then. It could go into flat attack and be like, maybe I could use this on somebody. But I already have an attack sans with 17 crit rate on it. With crit damage, but it doesn't roll into it. That's besides the point. Give this piece value. Otherwise, it's just going to be a piece I can use on set, which is probably going to end up going to Ino at this point. Okay. All right, let's do it. Defense. Fuck me. Okay. All right. That's another 4 crit rolls. I'm never gonna get that 5 at this rate. Okay. Well, that's going to Ino then. It's better than this piece too. I'm only using this because I wanted the crit rate. Now I have an even better one. I hate this. I hate that I got a piece like that on this set. If I got on the other side, I think I'd be more upset though. But now, I wonder where I could off piece. I still can't achieve that, which is a shame, to be honest. Like the only excuse I have. Because using an off piece somewhere else, I mean, technically, hold up. Where's it at? Uh-huh. Right. It's looking more possible. 52%'s enough for me to want to do it, actually. Doing this is something like 58. Yeah, 58. But I can off-piece something. I could just off-piece the goblet. I could off-piece the goblet. But do I want to just do this just for the crit? Because, like, just because the funny? I think it'd be funny. I don't know. Giving her anything that isn't attack is like whatever. I could give her a tap at more crit rate with more ER. Could steal from Jean, which would be pretty funny actually. That would be pretty funny actually. This is indeed always an option, because I have these as an option. But getting rid of 17 crit rate, I think this is still possible for me to do, because I'm still over 200, which is more than enough crit rate. That should still be more than enough ER for her as well. Now the difference maker would be actually level 90 this. I'm definitely going to have to try for this. Just because I think it's funny. Oh, I can craft one. So I try to gamble and hope I get a double. I guess I could do that. But now, she actually looks like she has like a crit build. It is so funny. I love that. Now I have an excuse for that. Just a circlet, but this feather that just has no one using it. Now I just have like 3 god tier support pieces not being used. Well, the other one's not really god tier. It's just alright. If only an ER says rule like that for Colombino on this, that'd be better. But I find that so funny. It makes me want to reroll this, but rerolling that is not going to be for her. I do intend to reroll that again one day, though. Just because it's frontline start double crit ER, I gotta do it. These other pieces, I don't know if I want to reroll them, but they probably have some purpose in reroll. My Hydro Goblets look so much better this year, because I can't believe I've gotten this goblet this year, this goblet, and this one. I got all 3 of these this year. Now I finally got some really good Hydro Goblets, but now I have a very interesting build on her. And, This is a bit of an interesting one, because, I don't know if I can do this. I definitely need ER on her. So my choice is still probably this. Oh, it's not. Oh, oh god, I forget that the ER is a bit lower on this side. It's like, it's not terrible. It's just like, it's gonna be noticeable though. An off piece of this is just not possible. I guess I've just got to try it because, like, maybe Ano's ER is more than enough for this team because double hydro, so it's probably more than enough. But man, I can imagine this being a build issue for a different team. But I don't think it's that much of a problem because with Flynn's I'm not running around this set. It's only it's a buy that I can think of. I still think this is so funny to look at. Oh man, I love it. I can finally just like tease her in my in here, which I think I'm going to do that now. Who am I replacing in here? It's probably Oron for now. I mean, it's not bad. It's cute, I guess. Definitely don't dislike it. Someone even using that name card on my friends list. Oh wow, that person went out of their way for that one. That name card. Work icon looking nice. Because no one's really using it. I'll keep that in mind. When people are using the same one I'm using though. Should probably change this name to card then. I try to pick something that not a lot of people are using. I tried to at the very least. But not a lot of them do I want to change to. Because while some of them I like, some of them aren't that bad. Kind of hard to find the one I like using. A lot of ones I want to use, some people already have, because they have those characters and whatnot. Most times, people are using the name cards of their favorite characters. That's why I picked the name cards for doing various miscellaneous things like this one, which you can only get from achievements. This one didn't look that bad though. I think somebody's using this one though, but the only other one I'd be willing to use is probably, well, not that one. Thought about using that one. This one. So yeah, I guess I'm going back to that one. I always try to change it up between that and my friends list, but yeah. Alright, let's do one last run here, and then we continue. Guess I'll be playing Navia for the rest of this patch. I don't know if I'll play this exact team though, because I'll be honest with you, I just want to do it for this one. Because I'm probably going to end up doing Colombian and Nifa just because I want to be able to do this domain fast enough. But I want to see how this team plays right now. And now that I have a C6, I know this is probably the best this version of the Navi team is going to be. Until I somehow get my hands on Linnea. But that's going to be a while. Well, it's slower than Flynn's, but that's fine. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I just went for the shot. Okay. Okay, it was not too bad. I feel like I could optimize that clear for Navia. For example, using I know in the beginning would be better instead of using her the way I did there. I wonder if optimizing only bursts would be better instead of using a skill on I know. But would that be enough ER? Maybe for the domain. Probably will be. Because she has abilities instead of shielding, so maybe. Why am I going over there like I need energy? Okay. If that's it, yeah. I guess I could do the other event stuff before we do the story quest. I might as well. The Thwack aspect, the stage before that I did yesterday was actually pretty fun. The Nemosia one, I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it, at the very least. Now, I don't know if I want to replay the last stage just to show off, but I could get a better clear on that one. The defense one was so much more fun because the difference between like the first time we did it compared to that second stage is that they gave me more chances to get more energy so that I don't get hoed, and it was actually so fun because I would have so many like defense bots out by the end, and a lot of them would be upgraded and whatnot. So I'd rather just share that with the next stage instead, to be honest. Beam attack. Roger fire mechanisms that will launch beam attacks once the alert ends. Beams can be reflected off of surfaces in the field, so pay attention. Okay, that doesn't sound fun. I'm gonna be honest, that does not sound fun. Um, switch. I forgot it was X like an idiot. Okay, that's not even that bad. Okay, well. I'm a freaking idiot. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'll just field up on that and get rid of you. And get rid of you.
You've got this, partner.
What the Yo. Ooh, the save, brother. Yeah, I got the hang of it.
Backup energy source for you. Keep at it.
Not that, not that, not that. Oh! Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. There we go. Yeah, I like that stage. That was more fun than that one, which we don't have to do, but I might just show it just because. I'll show it just because. I don't know if I'll do it with the defense boss though, cause I'm gonna be honest. The stage is pretty long. Doing the defense boss one.
Ready,
For
partner?
whack and smack. Yeah, but this way they just shoot orbs at you, which I was not good at this at first because I forgot I had to switch trajectory just like I did. Oh my. Okay, you know what? Fine. Oh crap.
You've got this, partner.
Equipment upgraded.
Oh yeah.
Now's
Oh
our
yeah.
chance.
Oh, what the? What am I doing? Okay. How's it going, homie? Yeah, we played that better. Kept forgetting which shield to switch to or whatever. I'm chilling, homie. Can't miss too much. You missed me getting another great artifact though, if that counts for anything. If I want to call it great, all it did was also affect the fact that I maxed out my last friendship character right now. So we'll have to do Yehoda voice lines after the story quest. And I changed Arnold's build. She looks like this now. Which is pretty funny. Now she'll be good support and have a crit build that won't really amount to much, but I'll still look. Oh. This is new, isn't it? You were not here before. We'll ignore you for now. Okay, the last one of this was pretty fun. I just don't want to replay it because it's long. But this one was fun. We ended up having, the beginning was kind of annoying, dealing with the, this dude. Mostly this guy. This guy ended up getting past us somehow, but then there was so many of those. Then I learned about a new combination, which I believe was this guy. Which is a mixture of this guy and this guy. I almost thought about doing this. I don't know what it would do, but I didn't know doing this guy and doubling it up was definitely the gameplay in that mission. But I did mix this guy with this guy and made this one, which was cool. But this is interesting. Double trouble squeaky ducky. I didn't think about trying that one. Suppose when enemies approach dealing monsters by enemies generating a large amount of legion energy. Yo, might have to try that next time. But now we got another interesting lineup. Shield, no, I haven't tried this one. Restores HP to itself, say less. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So it's very defense oriented because it's making me use the defense bot for 2 different ones. Okay. I'll just play by the rules this time. I didn't do that for the last one. But we don't have to re-see that one. Or me re-see it. Y'all never saw it. But I'm not doing that stage again because it was long. You'll face a large number of enemies that can teleport, allowing them to bypass the first mechanism in their path. Deploy suppression cannons to stall their advance. Okay.
The match is about to begin. Please, get ready.
This side first. Okay. So they don't just randomly teleport forward, right? That is going to be a problem very quickly. Uh-oh.
Ino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
They might get past here. They might get past here. I have to do this in the meantime. Damn, get smacked, brother. Okay, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. They're gonna go in the middle, aren't they? Okay, we're good, we're good. Nope, they are going in the middle. Oh god. The energy is a lot slower this time around. The last fish I ended up getting a lot more energy than that. You dead ass. Okay. Can I just like... I just do that real quick. This is not gonna work, Chief. He's gonna smack the hell out of my boy. God. Yeah, this is not gonna work. Well, he's getting past.
Travelers' defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
Wow. Oh my god! Okay, well, that's oh, well, that's happening. Bruh. This is so bad. God damn it. I can't do anything. They're not giving me that much energy this time around. And they just walk past. That's cool. That's cool. I have no energy.
Traveler
Why?
victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
What the fuck do I do? I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. It doesn't even matter. I know someone else is gonna go through. I'm literally just fucked here. I'm so fucked. Dude. Retry. The last stage gave me so much energy. What is the problem? Is it because I upgraded too early? Maybe it's that. Maybe it's because of that one dismantle I did at the beginning that fucked me. I feel like I can't even do the combination because like I'm not getting that much energy. The field is better than the first stage.
Get ready.
It feels just as bad as the first stage, and I fucking hate it. So for the sake of my own sanity, I'm just gonna do this right now. Shit, yeah, it was this side first.
Ino has suggested making Krumkake-shaped energy blocks for the defense bots. However, the chances of her accidentally consuming one would increase by 80%.
This is where it starts getting difficult. Okay, it's not too bad in the beginning. But who's the one who ends up getting a lot out of it? Is it the? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do that. Do this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. He just dies? Oh my god, I fucking hate your bitch ass.
Travelers' defenses have been breached. I am quite good at this.
At this point, I probably think it's better to just like have a bot that does damage, so this doesn't happen. Cause yep, he's going to die, and I'm just screwed. So they're just gonna get a free lick. That's cool. Now let me free lick these guys. I'm so completely screwed. Why did they not give me that much energy? I don't understand. It feels
Traveler
terrible.
victory imminent. Greatly increasing value of malice parameter.
Who gets like the crazy enemy in the beginning? I have to do some shit like this. I am so screwed. How the fuck do you do this 3-star? They don't give you enough. Like how? I can only imagine I just delay the beginning and just use the defense bot. That's like the only thing I can think of doing. Like how the fuck? That is so hard. Because the other guy just kind of slips through the gaps. So my only choice would be to delay and then use like my bomb in the beginning and then have more firepower later. That'd be the only way I can like ensure that someone doesn't just die. But I'll come back to that later. I'm gonna be honest, I'll come back to that later. I did not enjoy doing that. That felt as bad as the first stage. The second stage was so much more fun because they gave us, we got so much energy in that stage. It's so much that I want to show the difference, low-key, because like it's actually ridiculous. I was able to create so many defense bots. I'm surprised that there was that big of a difference like that. It is a strategy though. It is a strategy though, so I can't get too upset about it. But it does upset me because it's not as enjoyable when I feel like I can't do anything. Alright, let's do this. I didn't do yesterday's mission off of this because I didn't need to do it. I couldn't get another single pull if I wanted to, so we could do this one. Who is this one? Oh, it's a Varka diff. Triggers swirl reaction, ammo damage occurs by swirl reaction. Its swirl damage increases. Oh no, animal damage. The one that Varka doesn't use. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because Varka does use animal damage without C2. Okay, yeah, we're doing Venti. So, I'm doing that.
Locked and loaded, waiting on your signal.
Let's play. Think you can get away? Here we go.
Story has only just begun.
Converge. Surge. Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Careful. Fire support ready. Select a target.
What the hell? I still don't really understand like combat events being like this all the time. But if people enjoy this, I don't blame them. It's something like it looks fun, you know, until I've played it enough times and then I'm like, okay, well, this is just kind of like, alright. Like all I'm doing is moving the screen around. I'm not pressing any buttons or anything.
Nice guiding. Well done.
If I don't do it, then the enemy doesn't change.
Let's play. Think you can get away? Here we go.
Story has only just begun.
Moonlit night for all. Time for takeoff.
Fire support ready. Select a target. Careful. Hold out till fire support arrives.
Hold out till fire support arrives. I don't feel like I need it, but I'll do it anyways. I wonder if this even gives more points doing this though. It feels like it gives a good amount, but it's just like... It's crazy that Beto has like something that shoots this much though. I shouldn't say Beto, it's more like Leeway. Leeway having this kind of firepower, I wonder what they would ever need this for. Obviously, if we ever have a threat on the scale of like they had before, then I guess this firepower would make sense.
Done.
Ah, we on the beat drop. We did better than this one. Isn't that kind of messed up? Wasn't this the Zabai one? This is 100% a fun's diff. Yeah. I know my boy well. Even though I still think it is pretty funny that I did not think I would have gotten this character. Like, I know for a fact I would have gotten Colombian and Nifa over time in Nocry, but I don't think I would have ever thought I'd get this character. Because while I liked Fluns, I didn't like him enough to want to pull him, but his gameplay ended up just liking more than Nefer's, so that's how things turned out.
Frontline guidance is up to you.
Animal tech 6 degrees away. World, part 2.
Close your eyes.
Wow, we really have to go through this?
Fear the dark. Be silent. Too dark.
Fire support ready. Select a target.
Animal hypostasis.
Do that. I like how the enemy is always something different every time. Like, now we got Fontaine and Max here. Like, where did they come from? They came out the woodworks just to be like, oh yeah, I'm ready to be shot at now.
Middle of the enemy formation.
Middle of the enemy formation, this looks like a Hellstorm missile, man. I don't think it matters where they're at, they're getting hit.
Nice. Good shooting.
Alright, these guys. I think they let you try out flinch for this, because this would have been a pain otherwise.
Ultimatum protocol.
Close your eyes. Night falls. Be silent. Beware the creatures of the night. Observe. To dust.
Defensive mode engaged.
Enhanced animal module 75.
Annihilation mode. Careful. fire support arrives. Fire support ready. Select a target.
Close your eyes. Feel the dark.
Gosh, I love playing Flumes. So this is one of those situations where I could just spam his big burst because I get so much energy thanks to this event. They're not getting hit as often.
Increase firepower. Nice guiding. Well done.
Somehow this one was still better, but I'll leave that alone. The Venti team just kind of went crazy with the AoE. We gotta wait longer for the other two. I'll get the other two next stream, I guess. Wow. What the heck am I doing down here? Oh, right. Yehoda C2. Oh, right, that's Manage Affairs. Then what is this? Oh, there's a new one for that today. It seems like, yeah. Is that what Yehoda's here for? Or? That why she's right there? Tempting to do another single. About see a point in doing so.
Watch out there, Yehoda! Just keeping an eye on things. Looking out for any problems that might need me to step in. Hey! You three! What are you doing here? There should be at least one of you manning the booth at all times.
Accessing booth operation logs. Analyzing. Neb left to try and buy a new blueprint. Ati soon followed to try and stop him. Finally, Rhea came to mediate between them.
Uh-huh.
I keep telling you, we don't have that much Mora to spare.
I just wanted to have a look. What's wrong with that?
Well, if you want to look, I don't see any problems, right?
Guys, seriously, stop fighting! Here's the thing, Neb. Even if you could afford to buy a blueprint, I'm afraid I couldn't allow it.
Couldn't allow it. Why?
I know you like building stuff, but these designs aren't for toys like the kind you're used to. They're for weapons, which are very complicated to build and extremely dangerous.
That's a load of baloney, dumpster diver. My designs are toys too, actually.
She called you a dumpster diver. What the hell?
Huh? You build a machine that can blast monsters into the sky, and in your mind, that's a toy?
I mean, at the end of the day, is there really that much difference between weapons and toys anyway?
That's crazy to say. But I understand the reason behind saying that. I mean, at the end of the day, a gun can be looked at as a toy, because it's something you can actually mess around with, because it's a hands-on approach. But then there's a lot of things you can use that analogy for, and even then, I just don't think it's right to say that.
Not where Knuckle Duckle's concerned, that's for sure.
Ugh, that's not the point. Anyway, you there with the brown hair, you want a blueprint?
Yeah! I want to make some thwack and smack defense bots too! I also have some design ideas of my own. And with your bots as the basis, maybe I'll be able to try them out for real.
I get it. Your head's so full of ideas you want to bring to life that you can hardly sleep at night. You try eating some snacks to take your mind off things, but it doesn't seem to help anymore.
Exactly! But what can I do? I'll never be able to afford one of your blueprints.
Well, you must have blueprints for the toys you've made too, right? Let's trade! One of your toys for one of mine.
Really?
Really? Thank you so much, ma'am! Is it ma'am, or...
She's like the same age as you, but okay.
It's Boss. Boss of the Clink Clank Crunkaki Craft Shop.
Well, that's fair.
Thank you so much, boss of the Clink Clank Crunkake Craft Shop.
You don't have to say the full line, do you? Okay.
Huh, that was very thoughtful. Who are you, and what have you done with Aino?
I don't think Idaho's ever been that bad at all.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm a boss, aren't I? A lot of people depend on me. Looking out for them is a big part of the job.
You know, it makes me forget that she's a child.
Did that really just happen? For a moment there, Aino stopped being a little kid and acted like a full-on grown-up. A grown-up who's shorter than the kid she was looking out for, but still.
I mean, Paimon, we got like a Dory downstairs. So, like, she's short, but she's actually an adult.
Previous records indicate that Aino has a 94% chance of adopting such behaviors when encountering a child in a similar situation to herself.
That's, very interesting. Very interesting. Also, I want this screenshot for some reason. Why? I'm not too sure, but I want this screenshot. So I'm going to make it my mission to go out of here to OBS, because it's the only way I can take the screenshot. Until I figure out how to actually do that on here. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, it seems like that was the only one for today. So we can do this now. It's already been almost 2 days. I guess it has been. Time to start the story.
Well, it's been 2 days. Wonder how the investigation's going. Let's go check in with Yelan and Shepras.
Now, I thought this event was going to be about managing the place, but like now it turned into another one of these like crime finding, or I guess investigation like things. I shouldn't say finding. What the fuck does that mean? But this is definitely not the first time this has happened, and it's kind of cool that we keep having like more interactions with Yelan through investigating. But I didn't expect it would happen again in Nagcry. It feels weird. It's not the first time we've done this already. Even before Nagcry, we've had to do investigation with Yelan, either through like an event story or maybe her outfit, her outfit that she got. So that's the thing.
launch blaster thing really shoot stuff from that far away?
I would not underestimate that.
It does launch and blast things, but it's actually called a ballista. And yes, it can.
But how does it stay on target?
That's a good question.
It uses a remote guidance system. But I'll let you in on a little secret. The upgraded version doesn't even need that.
What? Isn't the upgrade system the one that's in Leeway that apparently is stronger than this one? That she's selling? Bro, what the hell are they cooking over there?
Can I give it a try?
Oh, not a chance, kid. Can't have you hurting yourself. Believe me, this thing is even more powerful than it looks. Ask me again once you're older.
That's crazy to say that. Like, who knows when you're gonna be back here?
Hey, Beto! What you up to?
Oh, it's you two! I was just introducing our product to these discerning young customers.
Paimon thought you were here for some, you know, fishing? Wait, are these three?
Yes, I know about those three, but what is Paimon even talking about?
What? No, of course not. The kids were just curious, that's all.
I'm sorry. Are these three preventing you from doing business? Let me get them out of your hair. Come on. Time to go.
They did not do anything wrong, bro.
Oh, do we have to?
What happened to manning your shop? I thought we went through this earlier and they're over here now.
Don't sweat it. They were just curious. I'm happy to tell them more about it.
Yes, you're happy to tell more about it. You know, before I do anything, I probably should have got that other screenshot of Beta, but I'll go for this one instead. I just feel like I should. So, let's do that. I don't know, it's such a basic shot of Beta, but I'm gonna use it.
No, we've taken up enough of your time already. Neb, don't bother people when they're trying to work, okay?
Bro, you don't have to be like this.
Okay.
It was no bother, I swear. In fact, once the expo is over, come find me on my ship, and I'll let you see the ballista in action. How does that sound?
How much would it cost?
How much would it cost? Bro.
Not a single mora.
Right.
Really? It's a promise then, miss.
Your vessel. It's a battleship, isn't it? Are you sure you should be bringing children on board?
That's a good question, but Beto can be trusted.
Why not? Whenever we're docked back in Liyue to pick up supplies, I always let the kids around the harbor come aboard to play, and boy do they love it. If a kid from Liyue can do it, why not a kid from Sumeru? A battleship may as well be a giant playground to them.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with that analogy, but like, I get the point. I do get the point.
Is that so? I've heard that people in Liyue also turn gunpowder into explosive firecrackers and give them to children as toys.
Okay, where is this going?
Perhaps only the kids back in your home country are lucky enough to look at a giant battleship and see a playground.
I mean, bro.
If you're worried about safety, I can...
No, I suppose I'm just envious. That's all. I'll be sure to bring them over if we get the chance.
Oof.
Seems like he really cares about those kids, huh? Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
He seems to really care about those kids. I shouldn't be laughing at that.
Oh, just wanted to ask how it's going with the top secret, fishing. Did you reel in the catch of the day yet?
Oh, that, wait, Beto doesn't know that we're in on that now, huh? If I recall.
They're circling the hook just fine. Just waiting for a bite.
That's crazy, Elon.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
Shh.
Bro. You know, I bet you Saul gonna be like, I wish that was me, that she talked in my ear like that, but she did the Paimon anyway, so. Oh, that is the wrong button. There we go. I don't know if I'll use this one, but maybe I will. I don't know yet.
Well, that just proves my point.
Uh,
Something like this would only see more use in Fontaine.
Ah, except you never find something like this for sale there. Better jump on the chance now before it's too late.
Excuse me?
excuse me?
He's coming this way.
What are we looking at? The ground?
Steady now.
Okay. Oh, damn.
That's mighty expensive.
Oh, Chevrolet is right there.
Well, no one's forcing you to buy it. If you're not interested, you're free to move along.
What? Come on. There's no rule saying we can't haggle.
The Voynich Guild gets a cut of whatever I sell. Obviously, that's factored into the price. Don't like it? Take it up with them.
Listen, I can tell this is something special. If you're willing to go a bit lower, I'm prepared to cut a huge deal.
Bro. Bro. That sounds way too obvious the way he said that, I'm gonna be honest.
I know it's something special, so I plan on getting paid what it's worth.
Perhaps there's a way we can both get what we want then.
This guy is kind of sus, I'm not gonna lie.
What are you implying?
Well, Nod Cry's a big place. Surely this expo isn't the only place we can cut a deal.
Oh?
I see.
What would you say to working this out someplace else? Somewhere the guild can't get a cut?
What? How did that work? Okay, you're going to a different place to sell, but it's not like the Voice Guild isn't going to get the funds somehow. They find out she sold it, you know, aren't they going to still want to cut?
That means no guild protection either. What will I do if you run off without paying?
Considering the giant sword you've got handy, if anyone's getting robbed, it'd be me, don't you think? Point is, we're both going out on a limb here, but the reward's worth the risk.
Is it really, bro? This is too suspicious.
Fine. Name a place. As a registered participant, though, I'm too close to the guild. If we don't want them catching on, I'll need to send a proxy.
Smart thinking. Let's meet here, then.
Damn, Navia left his post very quickly.
Good. He took the bait. Let's go elsewhere to discuss our next move.
Honestly, here I thought this would be like a not cry event, but this really is just like not what I expected this event to be. So where are we going? Oh, we're going to the Alcor, or not really the Alcor, but fair enough. Alcor class number 2, that's what it's called.
Captain Beto's hook was what got him in the end, huh?
Chlorine is here.
I didn't get a chance to show off how convincing I can be.
This isn't tabletop troop, Navia. In real life, persuasion takes a lot more than a dice roll.
I brought a product tailor-made for Fontaine because I thought the group's activities were limited to that area. Turns out, we're dealing with an international crime ring. So I suppose it makes sense that Captain Beto's bait was more enticing. It's a good thing we teamed up.
We wouldn't have gotten far without your intel either. Gotta ask though, how did you know these guys would be so quick to abandon the expo?
I read their file. Nothing's off the table for them when profit's on the line. When it comes down to it, they'd see the protection the expo provides as just more red tape. Something to work around rather than with. Just like the law.
So, we meet up with this guy, catch him, and problem solved, right?
No. The person we're meeting is just an underling sent to scout the situation. We're after the leader of the whole ring.
Yeah, I mean, she got a point. Speaking of a point, let me get that screenshot. I remember I changed the freaking thing for this. Whoop, let's do it again. There we go. Yeah.
And after observing the situation over the past 2 days, it's clear they have undercover agents waiting in the wings. If something happens to our point of contact, those agents will scatter to spread word of what happened, and whoever is behind this whole thing will know we're onto them.
In that case...
We have to get the jump on them all at once, and use them to get intel on our real target before he has a chance to react.
Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, though. We have nowhere near enough personnel for that. If even one of the agents escapes, it's over.
Let me guess. You'd rather follow this deal through to the end to lure out the real culprit? Nice idea, in theory. The problem is, in my experience, that person would never show their face for something like this.
I think she has a point saying this.
I can work around that, but only as long as the deal goes ahead.
So, you're planning to trail the person picking up the goods. I suppose that could lead us to the big fish, but that would mean we have to actually hand over the weapon. Aren't you worried about putting something that dangerous in the hands of criminals?
I feel like Yellow's done this
We
before,
can control how dangerous it is. But if we followed your plan, could we really guarantee that not a single agent would get away?
I don't like where this is going. Also, I want the screenshot for some reason. Despite like the guy that Lucky has gotten, here I am coming back here and being like, yeah, give me this screenshot because maybe I use this as a thumbnail. I don't know. My mind can change.
You're telling me you really have a way to mitigate the threat of that weapon?
You're telling me that you really have the wherewithal to carry out a large-scale search and seizure operation in Nodcry?
I don't like where this is going.
Are they having a fight?
Ah, they're both experts in this sort of thing. A lot of back and forth is to be expected.
Don't worry. I think they're getting along great.
Alright, Navia.
A successful collaboration requires trust and a willingness to make concessions. So how about this? I'll meet up with the underling as planned and stall him as long as possible. While I'm keeping him busy, you round up the rest of the agents. Sound like a plan?
Yes, I appreciate the trust. And I promise you, not a single one will get away.
See? Like 2 peas in a pod.
Traveler, you should come with me to meet the buyer.
Really?
After all, we promised Nefer you would be involved in all our operations.
You're not gonna make me part of the bait, are you? I feel like that's too egregious. You're not gonna just like throw me out like that, right? That'd be crazy, to say the least.
The Traveler is kind of a famous face around these parts, though.
Yeah, so like, where am I going?
Then you can serve as backup. Remain hidden, and on the off chance he tries anything, it'll be 2 against 1.
Sounds good to me, but he doesn't stand a chance against the both of us. Yellen's talking like she gonna let him walk away. She has a way of getting that movement on that guy, you know? So...
Ha! Let's do this thing!
Alright, back to the flagship. Wait, they're meeting at the flag. That's way too interesting. Okay. I think we're going back to the flagship, but okay. Alright. What time it is? 7:39. I guess it should have been like an hour 30 minutes, yeah, almost. It should definitely be. It's not gonna be as long as the first day because we had a lot more that happened the first day. Not to mention, I spent like 2 hours trying to do things on other games on the last part. I promise you, I'm not gonna do that a lot during like the Genshin playthrough and all that. But you may catch me doing something different on another game at some point. And I'm just excited for next week because of what we got going on next week. Even though I think there's only gonna be like maybe 3 streams next week. Yeah, 3 streams. I don't think there'll be anything much going on. Should be another event that eventually appears as well, but
There he is.
shh, looking at.
You really can't go lower?
Best I can
Still
do is
hacking.
shave off the amount the guild was going to take.
You're a tough nut to crack. How do you plan to deliver the goods?
Depends on what you need. You don't look like you're from around these parts. So I'm guessing you need sea transport?
Yes, but there are a lot of eyes on the port. It would be better to dismantle the product and transport the components in crates.
That's egregious. That. Okay, I would not expect him to say that.
That might be tricky. If you're worried about getting caught, then let's bypass the port entirely. We can launch from a secluded shoreline and use our own boat for transport.
Ah, yes, that's always an option.
Sorry. But I'd still prefer to have it dismantled and stored in regular crates.
Ah, I'm guessing the port of arrival is where you resell the goods? You want it hidden in unassuming cargo crates, because you operate right out in the open. Most of the weapons have come in through Yilong Wharf or Lumiduce Harbor, so that seems to check out.
Yeah, I don't know how to. I don't know how to feel about this. Also, I feel like she might be saying too much right now. By the way, even though I think she's still fine, but maybe he won't think about it too much. At least I hope not. But yeah.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing. Just connecting some dots. I think we're done here.
We're really doing this right now? Yeah, that guy was watching.
Out of the way!
It's one of the undercover agents. He's making a break for it.
Chase for him, but don't take him down.
The captain of the special patrol will take it from here.
Oh, god dang it. I thought we were gonna chase them. I'd have been like, yeah, let's judgment this shit right now. You know, like the judgment playthrough, we just have a chase scene. That'd have been nice. I don't think Genshin could ever do a chase scene for real, but I've played so much of the judgment playthroughs on the YouTube channel that sometimes I kind of waiting just for a time that we end up actually doing that.
One just popped up. Looks like the one on the surface has been subdued. There are children around. I have to avoid bloodshed.
Are we Chevrolet POV?
Trying to escape? Allow me to show you the way!
But not about to hide in the box, is he? No way. Are we actually? We're actually doing this? Okay. Okay, Chevrolet.
Nope, not this way.
Why would there a box even there? I see ducking his.
Enough? Then turn around.
This is too funny, bro. Why is he doing this? Why isn't this like the pose of like what a treasure hoarder has when they have a weapon in their hand? But bro doesn't have anything in his hand, so it looked kind of weird. But yeah, let's just.
Out of steam yet? Cause I can do this all day.
Is that how you're supposed to handle the weapon, Chevrolet? The dev did not care about the way she handled the weapon in this moment, I guess. But it looks kind of weird, doesn't it? There's that way she's shooting both of those, right? She is indeed shooting both of them. Okay.
My leg!
My leg! My leg! My leg! Ah, yes. My leg.
Is still attached. And if you want to keep it that way, I suggest you stay right where you are.
Yeah, you funny. You're not gonna do that, though.
A special patrol uniform. You think bringing me in is enough? Do you even know how many of us there are? If even one gets a...
5 at the port, 10 on the outskirts of Nasha Town, 3 near the plaza. Factoring in you and the buyer, that makes 20.
Damn.
Save the best for last, right?
How did you...
Don't even think about it.
Ah, these guys. You know, I forgot about them, actually. I didn't know how many of them actually came with her because I thought it was just Navia and Clorinde.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
Just she says her things in a dew of lag. Wait, that's kind of cool, though. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Hold up. Now I know exactly what my thumbnail for next stream is going to be. 100% it's this one. 100% is this one. You know what? Just in case. Just in case. Do it one more time. Gotta make sure I'm pressing the right button, though. There we go.
It was an honor. Without the Spina's help back in the day, we never would have been able to make it in Nodcry. It was about time we returned the favor.
She's laughing.
What? I needed to make you seem intimidating to get these local gangs on our side. We've been over this.
Yeah, I know. But hearing you call me boss will never not be hilarious.
Wait, how is that funny? Oh my god. You know, I didn't even think about that. She did call her boss.
Well done, everyone. We appreciate the assist. The boss sends her thanks.
Right.
Ugh.
Wow! Navia is something else.
Well, that explains your confidence. I had no idea the Spina di Rosula could mobilize these kinds of numbers outside of Fontaine. This Navia has quite a few tricks up her sleeve.
Oh.
No trade expo rules were broken either. Even if Nefer saw it all unfold herself, we still wouldn't need to explain a thing.
Except for the guild's broken signboard, I would imagine.
Yeah, that. They're never gonna definitely ask about that. 100%. Need to move a wire. Oh my god. This not caught? Yeah, we're done.
It was an unavoidable sacrifice.
At any rate, I suppose the next step is to get these birds to sing. Should be an easy job. The Maison Gardiennage has a reputation for highly effective interrogation tactics.
So what? Are we ripping off fingernails, breaking their fingers? Like, are we doing something crazy like that? Like, what is effective if someone's not going to talk? We haven't actually seen anything crazy like we would see in, like, isekais or other freaking various, topics of anime and movies where the guy would just kind of, like, yeet themselves. If they try to get themselves to speak, like, they just bite their tongue and they're dead,
And if that doesn't work, I've heard that spies from Liyue have their ways of making people talk as well.
Uh-huh. You know what? I actually want this screenshot as well. Why? I'm not too sure. I'm actually happy to see Shivers, though. I should do that again. There we go.
So far. Once we get someone to reveal who the mastermind behind all this is, that's when the real work begins.
I'm sure that person is in hiding somewhere far removed from the expo. But as far as our deal with the curatorium goes, I think that's a wrap.
Shouldn't we update Nefer then?
I don't think we should yet.
First, we need to figure out what we can learn from these agents. We'll be in touch once we have the information. Then we can head to the curatorium together.
Sounds good. Navia's help Yana and Shivers escort the suspects away.
Well, that went a lot smoother than expected. Not a single one got away.
Hello, me boy. The real story behind everything.
You're thinking about Nefer's final request, huh? Let's see. We have 2 expert detectives from separate nations teaming up to uncover an international crime ring. That's not a bad story.
It
If
seems
you
like
feel
what this
it's
story is
missing
at this point.
something, maybe Yelan and Chevros will uncover something more interesting during their interrogation.
Oh, now that I just realized, are we already at the end of this bit for the story? Because I feel like the interrogation is gonna take what we freaking do 2 days, right?
Excuse me? Are you the traveler? Yehoda needs you back at the expo venue as soon as possible.
Oh right, yeah, we did leave her alone, didn't we?
I'm sorry, I don't know the details. All she said was that it's urgent.
Okay. We had our own focus. Made up with Chevers. Wait, what? Hold on. That is not. Come on, don't do that. Okay, I was about to say. I was like, wait, what is this? Oh right, the voice commission story. Now that I recall, I did max out first. We have to see her voice lines after this. Yehoda. Great. I'll worry about that after. Bro, what's
I
doing?
throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh, could this get any worse?
What's the problem?
Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on the hot dog you're gonna treat yourself to after today is over. One thing at a time.
The hot dog.
All right, you've got this.
Let's try not to get too worked up, all right?
Don't worry, we'll get to the bottom of this. I swear.
What happened?
You're here. Please, you've got to help me, Traveler. A theft at the expo is gonna ruin the guild's reputation.
A theft?
How did that happen?
When did that happen?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage area for this exact reason. And it just had to happen to one of the scariest people here.
You know she's right there, right?
Wait, that means...
There's no way someone stole the ballista, right?
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few prototypes that I was using for demonstration, which I had stored there. But when I came to check on things just now, I noticed that all of them had been stolen.
So, were those the ones that were planning to be sold or nah? Cause like, that's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I just messed up. Let me, I wanna get that screenshot. I don't know if I'll use this one though. Maybe I probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna use this one maybe. I don't know.
And each ballista is super dangerous. If they fall into the wrong hands...
I don't know, the wild Dory in the background.
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so it could be worse. Still, we should get them back as soon as possible.
The guild will make sure of that. If you could just keep this between us for now, we would be super appreciative.
Do we have to tell her?
Do we have to tell her? Okay, what happened?
Honesty is the best policy. That's what he taught us.
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehuda.
What are you three doing here?
There's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the ballistas ever since we got here. That's why Uncle Ashvapati told us to come see your booth.
You know, I'm gonna ask this out because I just have this feeling. I just have this feeling that stuff is ringing in my head, and we're trying to find the mastermind and all that. That is trying to steal weaponry from the expo. It wouldn't be the guy that's in charge of these children, wouldn't? Because I swear, when it comes to bad guys, it always ends up being an NPC we've seen already throughout the story, and it's just like, the Vistas got taken after Bro interacted with Beto earlier. I don't know. It's just it does come to mind. That being said, there was someone else that talked to Beto earlier, but that was the guy that we were tagging with Yelan and Chevrus. I don't know how to feel about this.
It seemed like he was interested in them too, because he even told us what parameters to ask about.
Yeah, you know what? This is definitely confirming a suspicion, bro.
Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to reach him. We wanted to ask Miss Yehuda for help, but then we heard about the ballistas being stolen.
I see.
And?
I don't think Uncle Ashvapati would do something like that, but...
But bro's a crash out. I can just sense it at this rate.
Ashvapati works for the guild. He has access to the storage warehouse, so he could get inside without the guards getting suspicious. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild is never gonna recover from this.
Yeah, I feel like their trust is definitely gonna tank in some way.
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much on the outside, but I bet they're hiding some serious tech. If he's a tech guy, those fail-safes I mentioned might not have our backs after all.
So, this just went from bad to worse.
Uh-oh.
The question is, was he at the alone, or is he connected to the crime ring? Yeah, you see, that's where my mind is at.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. There aren't a whole lot of people that could manage to stay off Yelan's radar. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn? I've got things covered here.
Got it.
Hold up. We can't hold these kids responsible, though. Right?
No, of course not, but... how do I explain this?
Yeah.
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
Look at her. She's staring at you menacingly. That's the face that it looks like when I look at this. Definitely getting that screenshot.
I promised I would. Besides, they're innocent in all this.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or didn't do, it's worse for them if he's missing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the curatorium. I'll update Yelan and tell her to meet you there.
Will do.
Well, this is getting interesting. Very interesting. Thank God I put the canopy there. Now I don't have to drop down every time. Bro, if it actually was that guy that's supposed to be the kid's uncle, that's gonna be such a funny realization. I'm hoping I'm wrong, bro. But like, I swear, every time it's like we're trying to find the mastermind or something, it always ends up being an NPC we've met at least once in the story. It seems to always happen, and it's something I've caught on to over the years. And I've even heard like a couple creators even mention. I'm like, yeah, it kind of feels weird, doesn't it? Sometimes it's the very first time we met said NPC. That's why I'm like, it could be that guy, but if it is, that would have been quite something. But at the rate that things are going, it really does feel likely. I want to hope I'm wrong on this. You all exchange intel. Okay.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make for a very engaging story.
I wouldn't be so flippant. This time, it's one of yours causing trouble.
One of yours? You don't have to say it like that.
I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured were just a distraction, so the real culprit could make their move.
It's all still up in the air right now. What can you three tell us about Ashvapati?
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guardian. He adopted us when we were little.
When you were little? You mean littler, my dude?
He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But apparently, we're the only ones left.
Band of eremites? I mean, eremites exist a lot of places in Sumeria, so what do you mean by the last? The only ones left? What does he mean by that?
We've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember. We got to Nagcry not too long ago.
Their eyes.
Their eyes?
What about them? I'm just reminded of something. About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing those of other groups. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the highest bidder. The conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted arms traders stood by and reaped the spoils. But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed the desert, the group met their end. None of the weapons survived. And so, in the wake of that destruction, the status quo of the desert was restored.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. People will stop at nothing to gain the upper hand. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure the perpetrators would have been prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But in the desert, no one bats an eye.
Why do I want this screenshot? I don't know why. I'm getting it though. Maybe my mind will change again. I'm thinking of an idea for the next thumbnail because, well, I also gotta show my next scheduled stream for Friday. So yeah, there's that.
From what they've told us, sounds like these kids are orphans from that particular band of eremites.
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few survivors as well.
So the survivors of that band of eremites are back in the weapons business.
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashvapati would never do something like that!
Yeah, that's what they all say. I'm not saying you're wrong to think like this. It's just like, it always ends up being a shock to everyone.
No matter what happened back then, I know one thing for sure. Uncle Ashvapati hates weapons. Sure, he's good at building things, but all he does is make toys for us to play with. He can't be the kind of person you're making him out to be. Or...
I mean, this is all speculation until we find out, right?
I'm sorry. All we can do is act upon the facts.
So, what's our next move?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to collect the goods. If all goes well, We can head to the pickup point and ambush them.
Actually, you mean 3 days? I'm not gonna do this on Friday.
But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened, there's no chance he risks himself for his agents. So, that meeting might as well be moot.
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati for now. If we find him, he might just lead us to our culprit.
Well, surely he isn't the culprit himself, yes?
If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail. I'm confident I can track him down. I just need some time.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate.
Yes, Yelan has secrets she doesn't want us to know about, you know?
As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me handle the search, and I'll let the special patrol handle the seizure.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Well, they're definitely working
Seizure?
well together. Seizure? What do you mean?
Hey, don't worry too much right now. The most important thing is that we find your uncle. The rest can wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer, Traveler.
As long as I get paid. No worries. I also want to see this through. Yeah, that too. And part 2 finished. That's a bit longer than I thought. I thought it was like over, but then we got a little bit of extra piece of stuff to hear about, so there was that. That's interesting. So, that's cool. Wow. Do I need that extra for the rest of this? I surely hope I don't end up needing for the 1500. I don't know if I want to do that mission again. Like, I could go back and redo it because I have a strategy I like to try, but I don't know if I want to. But gosh, I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't know if I want to try it again. That shit was terrible. That one expo with the defense bots, that the whack and smack, that stage felt terrible to play. I don't know if I want to do it again. Couldn't get the full clear because toward the end, they just give me no energy and I have nothing to upgrade stuff, so they just die at the end because they die at the end and I can't make more bots because they got destroyed. So, yeah. All of a sudden, like right toward the end, like 10 people walk through the damn portal and I can't do anything about it. Oh. 2 Lightkeepers are at the Fatui Sergeant's booth discussing the situation surrounding the muskets. Oh, there is something else. Okay, I guess I'll take a peek at that real quick.
Reliable weapon.
Take a peek at that real quick. And then I think I'm just going to end it. I need to figure out what thumbnail I want to make for a Saturday stream, but I already have Friday stream ready. I'm going to show the schedule by publicizing it because I've made it for quite a while now. So yeah. Tomorrow's stream is going to be Blue Archive because originally I would like to do it Friday, but I kind of don't want to like push back the stream I have to do Friday. The thing that sucks that I can't get over though is that I wish that the Linnea banner was still here, but no, that's not what I get. Either way, I'm probably gonna save up all my primos at the well, that's interesting. Halo Influence here. I should have known it would be the 2 Lightkeeper they mentioned. Makes sense.
Oh, Blintz and Iwa! Fancy seeing you here!
Ah, Traveler. Paimon. How do you do?
Are you here to buy some stuff?
That's our secondary goal. To put it in Mr. Flintz's words, it's important for Lightkeepers to spend some time in the land of the living every once in a while.
Of course you say it like that.
That sounds like something he'd say, yeah. Are you interested in these muskets? Since we're friends, Paimon will let you in on some insider info. This officer here is basically selling scrap.
She'd have to say it like that, but she ain't wrong.
Oh, I'm well aware. The sign makes that quite clear.
True.
Yes,
I'm interested in this particular piece because it brings to mind a picture I once saw. It featured several Ratniki and a Fatui officer who fought alongside them. The weapon that the latter used was identical to this one.
The Fatui teamed up with the Lightkeepers?
That's not unusual. I've heard similar stories from our older members. The owner of this musket must have been a hero who stood against the wild hunt as well.
That's cool.
Why would you sell a hero's firearm?
That's just how the rules work on our end. Everyone agreed to it. Whether it's a no-name sergeant like me or a renowned hero, our equipment is to be collected and redistributed once we're dust on the wind.
Can a sergeant really be considered no-named? I mean, I guess there's a lot of sergeants, right? But I feel like that's better than just being a field worker, or field soldier, foot soldier. Yeah, that's the better wording.
The stuff that's usable is given to new recruits, and the scrap is sold for whatever price it can still fetch. That way, we can at least put it towards feeding the grunts, Better than following them to the grave.
Okay, I forget she called them the grunts. Okay, not the goons or anything.
Huh.
A thought-provoking perspective.
I think I'm going to buy this musket, Mr. Flint's. Could you tell me a few more stories about it when you get the chance?
Of course.
That's cool. That's a cool little piece. A lot of people showing up in this event, huh? I can't wait to see what other ones we get. What else is left for this though? Tales of Many. Oh. There's another one from the Fruity Order now. What is happening, bruh? It looks like Lehman's also about to have something else. The rest of them aren't going to have anything else till Friday. Yeah, the rest of them, and whatever that is. So that means we have maybe these two that are left. Anyways, Fruity Order is next. Fruity Order it is, indeed. Your name sounds familiar. Were you a treasure hoarder from Leeway? It says Calla, so I'd say Mondstadt, but I remember meeting her from a different region. It just sounds familiar. Calla. Off of a treasure hoarder.
So what's the situation in need of mediation?
This person's been glaring daggers at me from behind since she arrived. Hey you! I'm a member of the Fruity Order, you hear?
What? But she's named Calla Lily. She named after a flower.
What a coincidence. So am I.
I believe I met this NPC from Fontaine. I could be wrong, but I remember there was a world quest with someone that looked like this in Fontaine. But that's a lot to remember.
Wait, really? I first encountered the humor and intelligence of trendy Zaytoon Peach in the New Tide anthology. Then I heard the legend of intrepid Valberry while I was in the Fortress of Meripede.
Ah, Zaytoon Peach. Yeah, yeah, there was definitely an NPC called that. I believe that was also a world quest in Fontaine. Yeah, the Intrepid Valkyrie, I definitely remember that one because I think, was he a person that worked alongside us to like deal with his own group? I remember there was an NPC that was trying to deal with his own group, but he needed help, and we ended up helping him, even though he was considered, not a good guy as well. But his group was I wouldn't say falling apart. It feels like it was like I forget exactly what the story behind it was, to be honest. It's just it's been so long. It's been so long since I did that world quest. But I do remember having to go all the way to like the back of the Fortress of Mirapede to like the location where there was like the ship underground, under the water and all that. I remember it being a quest that took us all the way back there, way back in the Fortress of Mirapede, but it wasn't in the Fortress of Mirapede location. It was like way underground, but like still.
The more I heard about your order, the more it drew me in. I've been searching for so long, but I was never able to find an actual member. So when I heard that the Nodcry Trade Expo was being held again, I applied under your name. And now, I finally get to meet you.
Wait, what? Wait, so her name was named Lackerberry? I feel like I'm getting hoed right now.
It's those idiots. Stirring up trouble again, huh?
So what I'm
This person
getting
didn't
is
even have a
that
voice,
this
but
guy's an imposter?
Our orders won the expo rights several years in a row. So we announced that we were backing out of the running this year to avoid conflict. Then, this guy had to come along.
I just want to like point out, I kind of like her fit. It's just kind of distracting because I really like it.
A few of the other groups were looking to duke it out. So imagine their anger when someone claiming to be one of ours snatched the expo rights again.
Well, no one's made any trouble for me. Wait, does that mean you've taken them all out already? Man, I knew it! The fruity order's as good as they say.
That's crazy.
Can I join?
We can't make trouble at the expo. Voynich Guild rules. Once it's all over, meet me at the harbor in Nasha Town.
Uh-huh.
I see. All right, I'll be there.
Dude, what the fuck is this?
Does he not realize what's going on here?
Also, considering our smooth collaborations thus far, a word of advice for the guild. This guy has only been able to keep his head in his booth because the Fruity Order took care of any rival factions. But if there's one thing the treasure hoarders have in spades, it's sore losers. Since our order has proven untouchable so far, they're sure to find easier targets to vent their frustration on.
Uh-huh.
So look after those kids.
That kind of hits different.
So this guy has been responsible for more than one conflict so far.
Isn't that something? Well, now that I know your name is not supposed to be Lackerberry, I feel like you've done something wrong, brother. Is that? Nah. Nah. Somehow Varka sleeved his way back into a story. Okay. I mean, it's not a surprise. We met Varka and Nogray.
What do you think? Not bad. Tastes just like back in Mondstadt.
Varka? You're here for the expo too?
Oh, hey, traveler, Paimon. I was only planning to take a look around. Wasn't expecting this pleasant surprise. Out in this part of the world, even a homegrown Mondstadt apple is a rare treat.
Yes, and on that note, I should advise you that the prices are quite different from what you'll be used to back home.
Not a problem. It's a price worth paying for a taste of home. I'll take the whole batch and send someone to collect them later.
The whole batch? Huh. Looks like you've already made your money back, huh, Lieben? Oh, and Varka, since you're looking for a taste of home, have you tried the Mondstadt wine next door? Apparently, he uses special connections to keep the import costs down.
Yeah, you know, now that I think about it, why am I not so... I shouldn't be surprised that Varka's here, but, you know, I didn't think he interacted with Lieben. I forgot about the Mondstadt guy with the wine thing, yeah?
Yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good, but not Mondstadt wine good.
Okay, so it's ass. Alright, good to know.
Besides, I wouldn't be able to buy any even if it was. We can't have the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius going around supporting smugglers, can we?
Ah, I see.
Oh, it's true. You're not gonna reprimand him though, are you?
Don't worry, I know it's Nefer's rules here. Not out to make life difficult for you. If you find yourself at a loose end, come visit our base sometime. I'm gonna get the knights to make some cider out of these apples.
That sounds good. It would be my pleasure.
Oh, you're as generous as they say, Grandmaster.
Looks like you finally made some real profit.
Hey, don't make me sound so incompetent.
Uh.
Although I'll admit, I wasn't expecting to make my money back quite so quickly. Now I can start thinking seriously about my next venture.
Where do you plan to make your next fortune? You want to like start voice lining? Yeah, I'll see y'all in Snezhnaya, bro.
I'm planning on heading to Snezhnegrad,
Called
actually.
in.
I hear they're running low on lots of supplies because of Project Stuja. That's a business opportunity if I've ever seen one.
Aha, yes, Project Stuja. They referenced this all the way back in Fontaine, before we even went to Natlan. Arlecchino Story Quest? Yeah, that definitely rings a bell. Hmm. Uh, yeah, that was a long time ago. Oof. Snezhnegrad. I heard that a couple times. Don't know, I swear. I feel like they're gonna be the first place we go to.
With any luck, maybe I'll have the pleasure of seeing you there.
Well, good luck out there. Hope you strike it rich.
That's probably where we'll end up finding him when he got those box old marvels looking at. Well, that was more fruitful than I thought. That should be it for today, though. So whoever's left is Dory, the guy from the Natlan style booth, or Master of the Nightwind, and then the wine guy right next to us here, next to Lieben, and then this. I will probably do, well, not probably, I'll be doing the rest of this on Saturday, unfortunately, because focusing a different stream. I separate Imaginary Theater from this stuff because if I did it all at once, the stream would be very long. And I'm not ready for that, despite me being more ready for that for another game, which, I didn't exactly spoil myself for the stream tomorrow, but, like, I'm gonna have to start that stream as soon as, like, I started this stream today, because it's going to be long. So, it's going to be interesting. That was, cool. Today was, not exactly as fruitful as I would have hoped, though, because I'm not gonna stop talking about how I'm upset that I could have gotten my first 20 plus crit rate piece for, like, what, the upteenth time? I definitely had more than 10 chances now. Hitting crit rate 4 times on a 4-line start artifact. Pretty sure it's my 4th time. Not 4th, like, pretty sure it's like my 11th, 12th time or something like that. Literally, this artifact we rolled today. I put it on Miss I Know. Even ended up changing her build, because now I can just put a crit circle on and make her build look better for no apparent reason. This piece could have been it, bro. Every single roll went in the crit, and then the final roll went in the defense. Like, come on, man. Well, oh well. She still has a pretty good build, especially if I decide to raise this to 90. So her ER is not really a problem. But now, last thing I need to do in this stream, I guess, is the Yoda voice lines. Yeah. We have to also go to Senate T-Bot, don't we? Okay. Now we do this. C2. Now, I know I haven't looked at her voice before, but I wonder if she'll talk about, like, Linnea or something. I don't know. Asher, okay.
Hey, nice to meet you. If you've got a commission, spit it out. As long as the pay's right, I can help you with anything. Most things. I can help you with most things.
Yes, yes, the voice on when you actually pull the character.
Boss Neff, when can I get a raise? There's so much stuff I want to buy.
Have I ever heard her say this line? I feel like I have, but I also feel like I haven't yet.
Come on, let's hit the town. I'll show you someplace fun. But keep it quiet, yeah? Mum's the word.
Yeah, I've heard her say that before, and I thought it was cute.
Last time I tried to pet Ashru, the little fluff ball ran away. Someone's not getting their dried fish today.
I've heard that one so many times, I swear to you, I feel like that's the only one I've heard.
Rain?
I feel like,
Go! We gotta find some cover before we get soaked.
Snows?
Snow down my back. Cold.
Only down your back? I mean, you are pretty revealing in your outfit, for sure.
Sand in my mouth.
I'm sorry?
Morning. Had breakfast yet? Oh, I know a good place. How about we head back to the shop for a nap? I'm so sleepy. It's that late already. Pack it up. Work time's over. It's Asher time.
What the? Ashru time? What is this?
Better hit the sack. Hey, you still at it? Oh, you should probably call it a night too. Before I came to the Curatorium of Secrets, my work history was checkered. Finally meeting Boss Neff after barely scraping by was a real turning point. Boss Neff's good to me, and Ashru's pretty friendly too. Sometimes I forget to call Neff Boss. Old habits die hard, I guess.
I don't know how you can forget that, though.
My hometown? Don't remember. And I don't really care about that kind of thing anyway. Anywhere I can have a full belly and a good night's sleep is home enough for me.
So, you probably don't have one. If she says she don't remember, then it probably wasn't important. Which that means it's safe to say she was probably an orphan. But maybe I'm wrong in saying that? It just feels like it, though. Anyways.
We've been through hell and back together. Of course we're friends. Next time I'm in trouble, I know you'll have my back. And try not to sell me out. Or at least make sure you get a good price if you do.
What?
I'm joking. I know you'd never betray me. You're too noble to do something that greedy.
Sometimes I feel like you play with my name too much.
It's my pride and joy. Ever since I got it, work's been way less stress. Oh, I never imagined I'd ever be this lucky.
She's happy to have an animal vision. I mean, I guess anyone would be happy to have a vision, because it's definitely a special badge of honor, right? But, I mean, if it helps her, it helps her. It doesn't really help gameplay-wise, though. But, you know, I'm sure she's definitely more better suited to her needs thanks to her having that vision and able to use said bow. Because she kind of tried to help save Columbia throughout the story, but that was not helping much recalling that moment.
You ever run into anyone calling?
Huh. Is the stream back? Wow, that's the first time I've experienced that. Let's see. Let's check this. So that was wow, that's the first time it's actually happened to me. I actually panicked. So y'all wouldn't know because it probably was brief, but the stream disconnected for like maybe under 3 seconds, as I got a notification for it while I was doing the voice line. I don't know if it cut to that or not. It makes me want to actually check how it actually looked when it happened, but I'll leave it alone. But I was a little bit worried. I was like, if I got to cut the shit in half just for this, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, brother. That's crazy to do me like that. The last thing I want is something like that.
You ever run into anyone calling themselves a treasure hunter? Don't let the fancy title fool you. They're just Nod Cry mercenaries. Give them enough money and they'll do pretty much anything for you. If you ever want to hire some, let me know. I can introduce you to a few of the more reliable ones.
Something to share? Cannon.
When the boom and blast Kavaki energy cannon gets going, oh, it's a thing of beauty. Oh, if only I could get my hands on a scale mechanical model. Wonder if Aino could make one for me. Oh, after all, she made the original.
You're asking for a lot. I'm not gonna lie, Aino's not gonna just do that on a dime for you. Maybe she'll like do a scaled down version when you could put in your hand almost like a hand cannon maybe, but like I don't think she's gonna do that. I'm gonna be honest. I'd be surprised if she does. Anyways, next.
So yesterday, I was just thinking, how many grains of sand does it take to make a pile? Is 100 a pile? Oh, what about 1,000? Doesn't seem right. Oh, I'll go ask Aino in a few days. Oh, she definitely knows.
This is so random. Like what?
Miss Lauma? I don't really know too much about her, but I know she's kind of a big deal, and she's powerful, and she can talk to animals. Thinking about it, she must have eyes and furry little ears all over Hisi Island. Oh, no wonder treasure hunters don't go looking for treasure there. You'd be walking straight into a trap.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was like rereading that again. I was like, yeah, that does sound about right, yeah.
Oh, that dumb clanker? She's good at
damn!
making krumkakes, but she's got a memory like a leaky sieve and zero humor. Every time I crack a joke, she asks me to explain why it's funny. But her krumkakes are the bomb! You have got to try them.
Okay, the voice actor had to have asked to say this. Okay. I feel like I've heard this before somewhere. Is this why people kept saying the clanker thing? Or was that like a trend that I don't understand? Because not every trend do I actually find funny, to be honest. But
Oh, that dumb clanker?
hitting that with the ER is crazy.
Neff's the best boss in the whole world! Not only does she pay me on time, she even covers food and board. I might be her only actual employee. No, wait. I almost forgot about Ashru. Though he's not exactly an employee, right? He's never even completed a single commission! Huh! Can't have anyone freeloading. Next job, he's coming with me.
I always find that word freeloading kind of just a funny word. I mean, like, why are we loading for free? That's like my brain just keeps thinking about that every now and then. I know it's random.
Aino's got some serious skills. No matter what I put my arm through, she always gets it working again. It's just... every time she fixes it, she always doodles on it. Says it's cuter that way. I mean, it's kinda cute, but why doesn't she ever draw an Anefa?
Anefa's built different? That's probably why.
I've heard Neff talk about how the Lightkeepers are a really old organization, chock full of powerful, smart people who know tons of ancient secrets. Say, you think Flint's has any leads on ancient treasures? Or maybe some untouched old ruins? I'm just thinking out loud here. I never actually ask. Otherwise, Neff would chew me out. Again.
I'm sure he probably knows something, but I don't think he'll share it since, he's keeping it a buck that he doesn't want people to know that he's a Fae, even though people know about Linnea now, but, and his sister, but, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Varka? Yeah, he told me he was the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. But seriously, he sure doesn't seem like it. Shouldn't a Grandmaster be all serious and dependable looking? Not trying to say he's not responsible. It's just, if the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius is here, then who's back in Mondstadt actually managing the Knights?
Right.
Huh? Someone serious and dependable looking? Well,
Right.
okay. The Knights of Favonius sure are something.
Right. She has a point. She most definitely has a point. Yeah. Makes you think Varka wants to make Jean the Grandmaster. She says she can't do it herself, but like she definitely is a perfect secretary of the job already. And maybe that was what her role was when Varka was in Mondstadt originally, at all times. I mean, he gave off that inclination when we saw like his character trailer. It seems like Jean's role was always to be the helpful type next to Varka rather than the one doing all the work. But she's done it for so long that Varka just doesn't want to stay on this post, but he still wants to be called the Grandmaster's something.
That VIP? Oh, back in the day,
VIP?
if I came across someone with a background that murky, I'd have run for the hills. The farther the better. But she saved me, so now I owe her, and debts are debts. Still, that's easy to say, but I've only got one life to lose. And at this rate, no amount of lives would be enough to cover the tab. Oh, Boss Neff, save me! You're my only hope!
I mean, I think I understand what she means, but is she like overthinking this a little?
I'm never going anywhere like that ever again! And, okay, even if I did, Boss Neff would have to go with me. Between the Wild Hunt and the Fatui, what's the point of making money if you're not alive to spend it?
Ah, yes, that whole part of the Archon story at the Design Bureau, the big location. I don't even remember the full name of it. It's funny that. Anyways, yeah, that whole excursion where we went inside of that place was fun, but also kind of like crazy towards the end. Only because we were helping out Lauma, but it ended up leading us there, so that was how things turned out.
At the Curatorium, Neff handles the big stuff. I take the small stuff, and Ashrew's on door duty. What counts as big and what doesn't? Oh, that's up to Boss Neff. She calls the shots.
Yeah, she'll do big things when it interests her. I do want to point that out. When it interests her. If it doesn't interest her, if she feels like she's not going to make something from it, she's actually not going to do the big stuff. It'll end up being somewhat big with Yehoda's, involvement. Not saying that the management of said event story that's going on right now isn't having Yehoda helping a decent bit. It just feels like if Nefer were the one doing that, things would have probably been different. Obviously, things would have been much more different, but her involvement, of course, stems from a reason I wouldn't say is just profit, obviously, because she doesn't only stand on that. But most of the time, profit can be determined in different ways rather than just gaining it. Obviously, losing is something she doesn't want, which is why I think the story went the way it did for, of course, today's part of the event story as well.
Earn well, eat well. That's my motto these days. Point is, as long as I stick with Neff, I know I won't go hungry.
I feel like I've heard this before.
My arm? Ah, that. No big deal. It was just the price I paid in a trade. Don't worry, it's fine. It was well worth it. In fact, I'd say I came out ahead.
What? Hold on. You traded your arm for something? I could have sworn I thought it was an injury in a fight, bro. I would have never thought she just willingly offered her arm like Dia did. Or Dia tried to do, because she definitely tried to offer her arm. I won't forget that, by the way. She traded her arm? That's the story of that?
It's no different than how you gotta use more to buy stuff. If you want something, you have to pay some kind of price. Visible prices you can plan for, calculate, but some of the invisible ones are impossible to gauge. They lurk in your shadow, biding their time, waiting until you're at your most vulnerable. That's when they appear, demanding a ransom from you that you could never hope to pay.
I think that's the point of a ransom. Am I wrong for that? They don't want you to spend it. They want you to give more than you normally would have so that they gain further advantage over you.
Hey, if you ever need to pay a ransom for some reason, you can come to me. Even if I can't drum up the money myself, I can swallow my pride and ask Neff. Worst comes to worst, I'll work off the debt. Again. But don't you dare ask Neff yourself. If you're gonna owe someone, better it be me. The hardest debt to repay is a debt in Neff's ledger. How do I know that? Well, look, don't ask. Just take my word for it, okay?
Yeah, I'm sure. But, like, I feel like a debt from the traveler, she can already take advantage of us already on that feat. But what could be so grand that would be so bad if it was the traveler having a debt to Nefer? I don't know. Maybe that's just me spitballing.
Sometimes I sew ragdolls when I've got some downtime. It's not like I had formal lessons from a teacher or anything, but my old acquaintances all said I was pretty good. I'll make you one next time.
Ragdolls? Interesting.
I don't know why, but I can't sleep if the bed's too soft. Give me a rock-hard floor to lie on, and not only am I out like a light, I sleep like a baby. Wonder why that is. Just one of those things, I guess.
What the fuck? Like no. Like, what the what the, what? What? Your body biologically shouldn't be able to be built like that at all? This is about as bad as Izumi from Blue Archive. What? What do you mean? If something too soft, you can't sleep. I've never heard such a thing. Lying on something hard that could actually rearrange your back over time is not bad for you to be able to sleep easier than something soft. What? What? I actually can't wrap my head around it. Like, it's not even as bad as like someone who prefers being in the cold naked or half naked compared to being somewhere warm. Like, they'd rather be in the cold half naked than in the warmth half naked. It's stuff like that. But that's hard for me to gauge an example because I need to collect my thoughts here because I had to second guess myself in what I just fucking heard. What? I I actually can't wrap my head around it. Okay.
Favorite food? Tough call. I like meat and fish, but sugar sculptures and cookies are great too. As long as it's tasty, I'm all for it.
I feel like Yehoda has to be like a cat or something. I don't know why I just thought that, but I just feel like I need to say that. She likes sleeping on the hard ground, bro.
Ugh, I don't like those thick stews where all the ingredients are thrown in together and boiled forever.
Really?
Until it's all melted into mush. If I absolutely have to have some, it's not like I can't, it's just I'd really rather not.
Well, I hate to break it to you, there's usually a reason for the existence of such foods. Not because of lack of resources, which is usually one reason for dishes like that being created. It's usually because sometimes people have an easier time consuming food that isn't more chewable, because, a lot of different reasons for some people struggling to actually consume the food, or in other cases, just if they're sick, you'd rather not eat something that's fully meated up. You know what I mean? Like you're just eating meat and vegetables normally. If you're sick, you probably don't want to eat that. You're gonna want something like stew or a soup. But obviously, that's just an obvious thing to say. Eating stuff like that is just better for you because it makes you sweat more. That's usually why those foods exist in the first place. For the people that are sick, to deal with the cold, that sort of stuff. I don't know why I yapped about it, but I felt like saying it anyways.
Yum! Wow, since when can you cook like this? Seconds, please. This is so much better than Neff's.
Mm.
You eat already? If not, wanna share?
That's cute. Also, I think it's perfectly fine to not like soup, or actually, I like a specific type of soup. Like, I like ramen, but I like real ramen more than instant ramen. But I've had like instant ramen that was close to the original, which was pretty impressive to say the least. It's probably the best instant ramen I ever had. I wish I could have it, but it's freaking expensive to get and hard to get, given where we live at. But yeah. Traditional stew I don't eat very often, but I don't usually eat it that much. I wonder who actually does like stew though. 'Cause I don't usually hear people talk about that being like a food that they would be like, it's alright. Like, for me, I don't know how to feel it. I'm like, eh. It's like, if I have to eat it, so be it. But I don't usually eat stew if it's just meat. But it says thick stew, so it could be, regular beef. It could be pork. It could be chicken. It could be turkey, which I've had that one. That's probably my least favorite version of all of them is turkey, though. I hate thinking about that because there was a time where I had to eat it a lot because of the only thing we could eat at a certain time. I didn't want to think about that time because it was not a great time. Anyways.
Not bad. Let's chow down. Gotta fuel up for work. I can finish this. Must not waste food.
Is she crying? Oh my god. Traveler, why must you do this to her?
Happy birthday! Here you go. This doll's for you. I just finished sewing it. It was my first time trying this technique. It took ages, I stuffed it with calming herbs that'll help you sleep. So just put it next to your pillow, and I promise you'll sleep nice and soundly, 100% nightmare-free. The bandage on my hand? Just a little scratch from playing with Ashru. It's nothing, really.
Okay.
Oh, not bad at all.
Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever build her given that I don't like her kid. But I can't deny that her healing is great. I feel like she'd be a good asset for Imaginary Theater as just a character to build if I got enough concept. But sadly, C2 is not really enough for me to want to build her. So I don't think I'd build her to like somewhere close to C6. It would have to be probably C4. Yeah, probably C4. C2 is where I could technically build her if I want to though. But I don't know. It does make her a bit easier to play with C2, but it's not like her playstyle is going to change or anything. Send a teapot. Alright, time to put this girl out of the Sona teapot today. Yeah. Alright, time for the final thing to do in this stream, and then we can end it. You know, I almost forgot to do this in the stream. I would have sucked if I waited till Friday, even though I think Friday's stream not going to be that long, because no new characters means I don't have to worry about anything. Next theater is going to be interesting though, but this theater will still be here when the Nicole comes out, and well, Lohan is probably not going to be in the theater because cryo, so I'll have to wait till next theater. Then Prune is an animal unit, so she's not in this theater either. This theater being Pyro, Hydro, and Dendro. If someone ends up changing the lineup and putting Nicole in there, I'll definitely keep an eye out for Imagine Theater Psycho. I literally would replay it just to do that, at the very least. That being said, have I actually let the Yada's voice lines in game? I don't think so. So maybe whenever she appears in a future Imagine Theater, I'll check that out. If I play more than once, that is. But I hope for the first run of her two uses ends up being a new voice line for each, or I'm just gonna be sad. Oh my god, not responding at the end? Bro, just load. Come on. Okay. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Ah, thank you. Okay. It's always like this when I come to a sort of Tifa. I always like for the first time that I come in here for the day. Then the next time I come in here, it ends up not lagging that much at all. But it's always the first time I come in here it lags.
Ready?
Oh wait, is she behind me? Oh. Whoops. I should have actually crafted art. I make sure to craft artifacts here next time.
Wow, this place is just like the one in that story Boss Neff told me. A treasure hidden in the middle of the desert that can only be opened with a password. It's just a shame I came here alone. I'm no master thief. I need a crew.
What are you saying? Anyways, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, last night I must have slept. Ugh. How long did I sleep for? My head's all groggy. I can't remember a thing.
Did you sleep good, or did you just not sleep enough? I only end up feeling groggy from sleep if I didn't sleep long enough.
Anyway, that bed's way too soft. It'll really take some getting used to.
After seeing your voice lines, I completely understand. Yeah, that.
Wow, a treasure.
How do you like it here?
I'm eating well, sleeping well, and living really well. What's not to like?
Then why do you have dark circles under your Oh. I should have caught the words I just said. She said she was groggy, right? From the good morning line. Now that I recall, yeah, yeah, she didn't sleep that well because she likes the cold, hard floor.
Eh? Is it really that obvious?
I don't know how something soft
Fine,
can do the
you got
opposite.
me. I hardly slept a wink last night. I was tossing and turning for ages before I finally managed to nod off. It's just, everything here is way too nice. The bed's so soft, the blanket's so light, and it's all so peaceful.
Too nice.
Yeah, that's just how I am. The cozier the place, the less comfortable I get. makes it impossible to relax and get some real rest.
It's really unfortunate, to be honest. She's like a... I shouldn't say it's like a cat, but I feel like there's a type of cat that's like this. Am I wrong?
Even if I try and force myself to sleep, the second I get close, my eyes always snap back open. Then I either jump up and look around or slide my hand under the pillow to see if anything's there. It's instinctive. Of course, most of the time I'm alone and there's nothing under my pillow. So I can lie back down, bathed in a cold sweat, and start to savor the feeling of insomnia.
I hate the way she just said that. That sounds fucked up. Start savoring the flavor. The savor the feeling. I said the flavor. What the?
When I first arrived at the curatorium, it was pretty serious. Eventually, I had to sneak out and lie on the lobby couch to get any sleep at all. And when I woke up, there was Neff, petting Ashru and smiling at me. It almost scared me to death.
Used to life here, yeah.
Not really. But Neff bought me a bunch of... I can't remember what they're called. But they're some kind of special mat from Inazuma. She had them laid out on the floor for me. Said I could try sleeping on top of them if I ever had trouble
like
sleeping. And that way, at least I wouldn't get cold.
Honestly, I thought she didn't care if it was cold on the floor to sleep, bro. She liked the hard floor. So I can imagine it's well, not a Tommy mat, but like a futon would actually do her good.
Neff's so good to me. That's why she's the nicest, loveliest, bestest boss in the whole world.
I'll get you a new bed then.
I'm fine, really. I've already mastered the art of getting used to a new bed. Just give me some time. No need to fuss.
I kind of need to know exactly how it looks at night when she tries to sleep, bruh.
Wow, a treasure.
Now, I doubt her voice line changes from changing it, so I'm gonna go to the next one.
No prob. What did you want to talk about? Or should I say, what do you want me to teach you? Lockpicking, diving, trap setting, mixing laxatives, or maybe even some sleight of hand. I can teach it all. You just say the word.
I'm surprised she's eager to teach something. But lockpicking is kind of nice. Diving, that really something that needs to be taught. Trap setting is not even that big of a deal. Mixing laxatives, brother, how useful would this even be to teach somebody? Anyways, was Nefer the one who taught you?
Oh, those are just a few little tricks I picked up along the way.
Figures.
Boss Neff had nothing to do with it. She's got her area of expertise, and I've got mine. Sure,
sorry about that.
She's an absolute legend when it comes to the big stuff. Totally unstoppable, crazy resourceful, and smart. Always 10 steps ahead. But once she's dealt with the high-level stuff, someone's gotta tie off all the loose ends. That's my time to shine. After all, behind every great boss is a reliable assistant. You don't get to work in the curatorium of secrets without a few special skills. Even Ashru knows how to wave customers in and show them where to sit. Still, I don't really know what Neff's thinking. Having me as the only full-time employee in the whole place? When I first started, I figured we were just understaffed. Turns out, the real heavy hitters in the curatorium are all lurking in the shadows. All Neff has to do is snap her fingers and poof! They appear, and then...
Are there power rankings and leaderboards? Do they all have cool-sounding names?
Yeah, totally! So you've read that light novel too? Too bad the curatorium doesn't have anything like that. Truth is, I really am the only employee. Boss Neff, Oh, great, Boss Neff! Why won't you hire more help? Every day I'm running all over the place doing errands, and when there's too much, you still have to step in yourself. You might not be tired, but I sure am. Hey, you're pretty awesome. Why don't you come work at the curatorium? Neff would so.
No.
Oh, no, that's not right.
What's not right?
Knowing Neff, she'd probably say,
She would be in too
our
much debt for him.
long-established partnership with the Traveler is working perfectly well as is. Why disturb the status quo? Formalizing our collaboration would simply create superfluous admin.
You really know her. You know her really well. Yeah.
It's easy when you spend as much time with her as I do. Still, I really wish she'd employ someone else. Come on, Boss Neff. Pretty please.
Well, see that there's a voice out like this in the game, it makes me wonder if it'll actually happen or not. Will it happen? Maybe Nefer has strict requirements for who she actually picks. Because if I recall, I believe she talked about it. I don't remember if it was in the Archon story or not, but I believe she talked about it before, saying her reasons why she actually hired Yehuda to help is because Yehuda wasn't tied to anything. Pretty sure. So that hunkered down in someone who could, what's the word for it? It was mostly about how much attached the person themselves were to everything else, like as if she was an orphan. Like if she had some kind of life before that, I guess it would have been harder for her to do her job or something. I forgot exactly the reason she said. I just remember the vagueness of her reasoning was mostly because Yehuda was not strictly tied to the world in the way that everyone else is, or saying everyone else doesn't really sound right, to be honest, because it's not like Yehuda the only person that's like this, surely. I just think it ended up working for circumstances because she used to be a treasure hoarder as well, but yeah.
Wow, a treasure.
I guess I'll check and see if there's something else different I could say, but...
No prob. Lockpicking, diving, trap setting, mixing laxatives, or maybe
You learn all that.
Oh, those are just a few little...
Okay.
Sure, but once she's... You don't get to work in the
I
curatorium
figured
of
that one,
secrets without
that
a...
one wouldn't do
Still,
anything. But what about
when
this one?
Turns out, all Neff has to
This
do
is what made me want to
snap
come
her
back here.
fingers and
Are there power rankings and leaderboards?
and then... Yeah, totally.
Never mind.
Too bad the cure... You might... Hey... Oh... No. Knowing our long-established partnership with the trap, it's easy when you spend as much time with her as I do.
Yeah, okay. Nothing changed.
Wow, a treasure.
Is there anything you'd like to do?
Could I pet that finch for a bit? It's Tubby, right? Oh, she's so big and so cute!
She wants to pet the round bird. You're gonna have to ask her yourself.
She can understand? Wow. I thought only someone special like Lauma would be able to talk to her.
Well, she happens to speak conveniently. Because I think she's an Adeptus Sue, if I'm not mistaken.
Then, what about Chubby? That other finch who sometimes drops by? Can I talk to him too?
Oh, this is the first time a character mentioned Chubby as well. Chubby is the merchant that appears like every Saturday. So, yeah, we don't really speak to that guy. Which I believe the other fish is actually a dude. Pretty sure it's a dude. And Tubby is the actual female that's always here in the teapot. But yeah. Teapot spirits are very gifted.
Oh, right. Tubby and Chubby are teapot spirits, not finches. Anyway, I'm gonna go prep some fruit and take it to Tubby. It'll be my first time talking to a teapot spirit. Now, what should I ask about?
Should I even change my anything for this one? I guess I'll check anyways, even though I'm pretty sure nothing will change.
Wow, a treasure.
But this one was a bit quicker than it usually is. But I could also say goodnight while I'm here.
Good night. I'll hit the hay in a bit. Maybe tonight I should try ditching the mattress?
That's crazy. Okay. Ditching the mattress.
A treasure.
At that point, just sleep on the floor, bro. That shit.
Could I pet Chicken and then... What about Chubby?
Yes?
Alright,
Okay,
anyway,
figured,
it'll be my first...
I had a feeling it wouldn't change anything. Anyways, it's time to take you out. It is time to take you out of the teapots. Why? Okay, I was like, okay, I know that it is load limit reached. Thank you. Now, just making sure, can I add any other person here at any time? Okay, that's all I need to know. And who else is even in here? It's 5 out of 8. At some point, I might take someone else off here at some point, but I'll wait before I do that. But now I have all my characters. I forget how many there are. I think I have read online. I have 88 characters in total. 88. And now 87 of them are... max friendship? No, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Maybe I miscalculated what I saw them on. Anyways, all my characters are now max friendship. So until I get another new character, if I can get along with this pass, then it's just gonna look like this for a while. But I should probably take Dern out of here. Yeah, I should probably take Dern out of here. I mean, I could also just let him stay here for now. But if I can get Lala, then I wanted to put her over here, so I don't know. I'm gonna bring this to 85 because I feel like it. There you go. Alright, we reached the end of the stream now. Yeah, I didn't think we would reach 3 hours, but then again, I thought I was not gonna max out friendship with Yehoda till tomorrow. I guess I was off by a little bit. Depending on if I could get off the slow scale or not will be interesting. But yeah. I thank you for watching this video. It's not the last Get Stream of the week, because obviously the next part of the story quest event would be Friday, but Friday is going to be reserved for Imagine Theater as Pawn Shop resets this Friday. I'll be gladly grabbing all the free polls there. And I might actually use those 5 free polls on the banner so I can bring it to 50. So I might do that on stream, actually. Just because I want to bring it to 50, not because I just want to do more polls. I'm not addicted to the Genshin really that much at all. I like what I get, kind of like spooked with the early 5-star, but it doesn't feel the same as like something like Archive or even Bleach Bracelet. Bleach Bracelet is still probably the only Genshin where I actually felt like I was more addicted to it. I really just like the animations in that game. As for Blue Archive, I guess it's a little bit different. I guess. I don't know. Anyways. So. Tomorrow, on Thursday, we got a Blue Archive stream. It's definitely going to be a decent bit longer than I thought it would be, so I might just intentionally wait to do that stream around the same time as I did this stream today, rather than waiting till like 8 o'clock unless something happens. But if I end up at 8 o'clock, I just want you to know that it's definitely not intentional. I intend to do it a bit earlier if possible. Saturday is going to be the next part of the Story Quest event. Just because Friday is Imagine Theater, like I've said multiple times now. Then, I think... Sunday, I should be scheduling a stream for... I don't know when the time's going to be. I wanted to talk about this in tomorrow's stream. I guess I'll talk about it in that stream as well. There's obviously a thumbnail for next week. I don't know if it's on Monday or Monday late at night, or if it's freaking Tuesday just before reset. I forget. I forget if it works exactly like how I'm expecting it to. I don't usually pay attention to this enough, but once I get the confirmation, I'll stop second guessing it too much. Because it's not the same as, like, you know, for Blue Archives being the, when the story event comes out, I know exactly when that time is now. When, so far it's been consistent. Total Assault or Great Assault starts, it's usually late at night, my time, usually. So, if I'm right, we will have a stream Monday, if I'm correct. And I plan to schedule a stream of said thumbnail Sunday, if you want to see the stream we're going to be doing. And if you already know, it's going to be an interesting one. And I thought the poll session we did before was very interesting, but now things got even more interesting. So, look forward to that. As for Genshin, I'll probably try to pull, I don't know, toward the end of the patch. That's when I'll do it. But for now, I'm just kind of like biding my time with it. So, there's not really much to be said about it. After these next two streams for Genshin, I don't even know what the next stream is going to be. I'm pretty sure it still should be another event or two left for the patch ends. But I know next week, Friday specifically, is going to be the dev live stream for the special program. It's going to be my first time doing it on PC, because what will happen is I'm going to, which it already is going to suck, because I thought about getting on Genshin before starting the stream. I still don't know how I want to do it, because I have to go into, I usually go into Genshin to grab the special redeem codes first, but like, I don't know if I want to close it while I'm watching the stream, or not really the stream itself. It'll be in video format, so it doesn't end up lagging the hell out of my computer. But I don't know how it's going to run if I try to keep both things open. I might just intentionally go grab the codes first and then stream, but then I can't guarantee that I'll stream exactly at the time that the schedule for that stream will be. So there's that to take into account. But yeah. There's a lot of exciting things happening next month, or close to the beginning of June, actually. The thing that sucks is that beginning of June is when things kick off the decline of said operating system I'm using. But I should be fine for a while. God knows how long, though. God forbid that we can pray for the best, that nothing worse comes to worst in a world that has not been too favored upon everyone. There's always something going on. So that's why I keep doing YouTube after all. Because I just want to not think about it. But something always happens. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day too. So, yeah. With that, I thank you for watching this video. My name is Kartik Yamam, and I will catch you guys next time.